How about you save all of us a lot of trouble, turn around, and go home already? This sham of a marriage between you and my son is not going to happen. The end!
Well, howdy there, Mr. Carter. Wait, how did you get my number? I don't remember giving it to you.
Do you actually need to ask me? Oh, who am I kidding? Of course you do. You're you, after all. I got your contact information from Troy. This way, I can say everything I need to before you go and waste any more of my time than you already have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, yeah, about us getting married? I'm sorry, Mr. Carter, but it's kinda happening. I mean, it's a bummer that you're against it or whatever, but yeah, we're still gonna get married anyway.
Excuse me? Don't you dare talk back to me like that! I'll have to have some strong words with my son after this for exposing me to such disrespect. And why the hell did you come here by yourself?
Okay, yeah, funny story about that. So, like, I was actually on my way here with my dad and Troy, right? But then we stopped at a place to get a bite to eat, and I did a little oopsie and got on a bus. My dad and Troy were looking for me around the restaurant for a while because they figured I got lost, again. But it turns out that the bus I got on was going towards your house, so I ended up arriving before they did. Funny story, huh?
How the hell do you get on a bus by mistake? This is exactly why I won't allow you to marry my son. You're a complete idiot. And let's be honest, you're not exactly easy on the eyes either. Do I make myself clear? We have nothing more to discuss. Get off my property at once.
Okay, wow, rude. Like, calling me dumb is one thing. I can kinda see where you're coming from, but calling me ugly? That's just, wow, that's low, dude. Anyway, I'll just wait till my dad and Troy get here, then we'll all come in together. Until then, I'll just wait right here on your porch. You've got some pretty comfy furniture out here, Mr. Carter.
No, don't make yourself comfortable. Leave! I already told you there's no point. Talking won't change anything. Good grief, I've drilled it into Troy's head over and over that he needs to be careful about who he chooses as a wife. And this is what he brings home, you of all people.
I mean, you can't really make that call after barely talking to me, right? I think we've only ever talked for like, what, 5 minutes now?
5 minutes is plenty. Trust me, it doesn't take long to spot a train wreck. I can already tell exactly what kind of person you are. For example, you clearly haven't received a proper education.
Well, actually, I went to a pretty good high school. It was one of those schools you have to take a test to get into.
Hold on just a moment. Are you telling me that you never went to college?
I mean, high school kinda burned me out, so yeah, I didn't bother.
That's outrageous! A lowly high school graduate as my daughter-in-law? Absolutely not! What did you say your name was again?
It's Alexa. Nice to meet you and all that.
Alexa, huh? Well, listen up, Alexa. You are the absolute bottom of the barrel, the lowest of the low. Trash like you doesn't even deserve to knock on my door, much less walk through it.
Mr. Carter, are you feeling alright today? Like, did you wake up early or something? Because you're being awfully grumpy. Like, I don't think I've done anything to deserve you being so mean to me. Maybe you've got me mixed up with someone else? Did you maybe used to date someone named Alexa and she cheated on you or something?
You really don't understand what I'm trying to tell you, do you? Honestly, it's terrifying. The thought of someone like you becoming part of our family, it gives me chills.
Well, I mean, maybe once you actually get to know me, you'll realize I'm not that bad. Some people even say I'm pretty fun to be around. I get told all the time I have a bright personality.
Do you know why people tell you you have a bright personality? It's because you're a moron!
Excuse me?
Yeah, you heard me. It's the truth. People tell morons they're bright and chipper because there's nothing else to compliment them about. So you talk on and on and on, thinking people enjoy your personality. But all you're really doing is cementing your image as a total dullard. Now, wise people like myself, on the other hand, know when to stay quiet. We understand that words can ruin everything if you're not careful. So you won't find an intelligent man blabbering on about nothing. No, that's purely the territory of the imbeciles.
Seriously? So what? You think being cheerful automatically means I'm stupid?
Another thing about wise men, we don't think, we know. Now that my point should be perfectly clear to you, I would say we're done here. Just go. There's no point in dragging your father into this. I don't even see the value in meeting him. Really, I can't believe this is the kind of girl my son wants to marry. It's embarrassing. From now on, I'll have to do a much more thorough screening of his potential mates.
But didn't your wife say she was making a meal for us?
Oh, so that's it? You're here to beg for scraps of food from my table? Unbelievable! Would you like me to carry you to the dining table myself, too? Shall I give you a massage while you take advantage of my hospitality?
No. I'm good walking to the table myself, thanks. And I don't know, a massage sounds nice, but wouldn't it be kinda hard to eat while getting a massage? Like, I wouldn't want to spill anything on the floor, you know?
This is exactly why I can't stand talking to people without a proper education. It's a complete waste of time. You don't even deserve to scavenge for food from my trash, much less sit at my table. Let me make something perfectly clear. We are an elite family. Every last one of us is in the top 1% of the population in all meaningful metrics.
Okay, and?
And that's why someone like you, an ignorant, uneducated, clueless nobody, is completely unworthy of our time. Got it? You're dumb, unqualified, unrefined, and incorrigible. Just go home. I swear I can feel my IQ dropping with every single text that you send me.
Oh, wait, hang on. My dad and Troy just pulled in. They're here. So, I mean, since we came out all this way, can we at least come in and say hi real quick?
Shameless. Absolutely shameless. The father and daughter duo of dunces are so desperate to meet an Ivy League-educated man such as myself, are you? All right, so be it. I'll grace you with my presence for a short while. However, there is one condition. Troy stays in the car. Do not bring him inside.
Oh, really? So we can come in? Awesome! Thanks, Mr. C. I knew you'd come around.
Don't forget, Troy stays in the car.
Hey, Mr. Carter? What is this?
That's your dinner. That's what you and your father get to eat, a jar of peanut butter. That's the sort of food you're used to, isn't it? And make sure to eat every last bite. I want that jar empty by the time you leave. And if you want real food, too bad. Next time try getting an actual education. Then maybe you'll get something proper to eat.
Dude, Mr. Carter, I love peanut butter. It's like literally my favorite thing ever. This brand has good creamy peanut butter, but next time, you gotta try the chunky. It is out of this world.
Just when I think you couldn't be any more shameless, you think a jar of cheap peanut butter is a feast for a king. Whatever. I'll give you some gas money for the trip over here later. I'm sure you must have spent a week's worth of your family budget coming here today.
Wow, would you really do that? Gosh, Mr. Carter, that is super generous of you.
For God's sake, Alexa, I just offered you money and you instantly accept it? Have you no class, no manners, no dignity? You're supposed to refuse such generosity. Pathetic. Once that jar is empty, I want you out of my house!
Wait, aren't you gonna come out here and eat with us? We came here to see you and your wife. I mean, the peanut butter is awesome, but I can get this stuff at a grocery store, you know? Oh, and also, if it's not too much to ask, could we get a couple of chairs or something?
Oh, please! You think I'm coming in there to eat with you? Don't be ridiculous! I have far too high standards both for food and for company. No, you two can sit there in my shed by yourselves until you've slurped the last bit of peanut butter from the jar.
Huh, you know, I was kinda confused when you told us to wait in here. Like, you said you had something you wanted to show us. Was the peanut butter the surprise? Oh, and speaking of which, it's kind of hard to eat this peanut butter right out of the jar. Could we get some spoons or something?
Spoons are for people, not lowly, pathetic little animals like yourselves. You're not here as guests, you're here as beggars and moochers, so you'll take what you get and be grateful for it.
I mean, I am pretty grateful for you letting us in and all, but could we eat somewhere else? Like, anywhere else? It's kinda musty in here.
Did I not make myself clear? You need to finish all of that peanut butter, and I'm not letting you out until you do! You're not planning on wasting the food I so graciously gave to you, are you?
Of course we're gonna eat all of it! You think I'd let the best peanut butter in the world go to waste? It's just, this shed really smells, like really bad. That's the only thing. And with the door shut, it's getting pretty hard to breathe in here, actually.
If my shed smells, it's only because you two filthy peasants are stinking it up! Now I hope you've both learned a valuable lesson today. This is what happens when you refuse to learn, to be educated. This is your opportunity to grow as individuals, Alexa, both you and your father. Aren't I a gracious host? I'm giving you both food for your stomachs and food for thought.
Actually, I've learned a lot of stuff. After I graduated from that high school I told you about, I started studying to be a baker. So yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anything to do with bread, dough, ovens, that sort of thing.
Bread? You studied bread? You're comparing that to a real education? Don't make me laugh. Any idiot can bake a loaf of bread. Only the elite, however, has what it takes to graduate from an Ivy League university. My studies were on an entirely different level compared to your little bread experiments.
Oh, trust me, I know all about how hard it is to get into an Ivy League university. My dad's a professor at one.
Oh, come on now, don't insult me! Why are you throwing out such ridiculous lies? Goodness gracious, maybe I should crack the door open a bit for you. I think being shut up in my storage room has cut off the oxygen supply to your brain!
Well, like, it's true. He is a professor at an Ivy League school. You can look him up online if you want. His name comes up under the faculty list.
Oh, wow! How impressive! Tell me, how do you even know what an Ivy League university is?
Well, yeah, sure I do. Troy went to one of those, didn't he? They're those fancy universities that only let people who are really super smart get in.
Ha! You're describing it like an elementary school child would! But I'll grant you that much, yes, they are indeed fancy, and only the most brilliant of minds are allowed to attend. And I didn't just attend, I graduated at the top of my class! I was valedictorian! Excuse me, valedictorian means number one. My wife graduated from the same university I did as well, though she obviously wasn't number one, because I was. And that's why, at the risk of repeating myself, you are absolutely not qualified to be part of this family. Get it now?
I mean, I didn't graduate from an Ivy League school, sure, but my dad did. And like I said, he's actually a professor at one right now. Hey, that reminds me, I don't think I ever got your first name. I've only ever called you Mr. Carter.
And why would I give you my first name? So you can go use it for something shady? No thanks. You're not getting any information out of me.
Oh, actually, don't worry about that. Troy actually told me what your first name was earlier today. I just forgot. It's Mitchell, right? Mitchell Carter. That's a strong name. Sounds like someone super smart.
Oh yeah? So what if it is?
So, this might sound a little weird, but it turns out my dad had a classmate back in the day with the last name Carter. That's you, right? Actually, yeah, it's 100% you. My dad just said that he definitely went to school with a guy named Mitchell Carter.
What are you even talking about? Have you finally lost your mind from sitting in that shed?
I know, this is such a crazy coincidence, right? Like small world. Oh, my dad just said you were in the literature department. Is that right?
What the hell? Why would you know something like that?
Well, duh, I just told you. My dad said you two were in the same graduating class at Yale. You even had a couple of classes together. He remembers chatting with you all the time.
You're telling me your dad went to Yale with me and we were classmates?
Yep, that's what he said.
That can't possibly be right. What's your father's name? Hey there, Carter! It's me, Avery Johnson! Do you remember me? I guess you might not. Avery Johnson? Is that you? Yep, it sure is. Sorry for texting you out of the blue like this. I went ahead and took the liberty of getting your phone number from my daughter. My daughter is, how can I say this, kind of oblivious. I figured it'd be smoother if I stepped in and talked directly. Avery! You've got some nerve talking to me right now. I do? That's weird. It sounds like you have some sort of grudge against me. But if you really were holding a grudge, wouldn't this have cleared the slate? I mean, come on, you've locked us in a shed and fed us a jar of peanut butter. It smells like you guys have had this shed closed up for decades. And you're telling us we can't leave until we've eaten every last drop? Without so much as a spoon? Yikes, man! I don't see what the problem is. Your daughter acted like I had given her a plate of filet mignon. You should be thanking me. Yeah, my daughter sure does love to eat. As in, she'll basically eat anything that isn't spoiled and treat it like it's the best thing she's ever eaten. But if you really want to know, her favorite thing in the whole world is bread. When she was a little girl, she used to take brown crayons and color white erasers to make fake loaves of bread. She'd try to make me eat them too, over and over. One time I was taking a nap and I woke up to her shoving one of her bread-colored erasers in my mouth. Honestly, it was adorable, but exhausting. I'm not interested in hearing you reminisce about your daughter. I've only got one thing to say to you, Avery. You had goddamned better keep your mouth shut about that. That? Oh, you mean how you dropped out of Yale after your first year? God damn it, what did I just tell you?
I see how it is. You're even lying to your family now, huh? You're telling them you graduated at the top of your class? Seriously, what the hell are you doing, man? Why even lie about something like that?
It's not a lie. I left, yeah, but I re-enrolled later. So sure, I dropped out once, but I went back and finished what I started.
If you're as okay with it as you claim, you shouldn't have to lie about it.
Don't try to turn this around on me. You always look down on me for dropping out. I could tell by the look on your face that you thought you were better than me. Every time we got papers back, you'd get this smug smirk on your face because you got a better score than me.
No, I didn't.
Don't play dumb with me, Avery. I know that you were always obsessed with outdoing me. I was your rival.
Huh? I'm not sure what made you think that. I had some rivals in our class, yeah, but you weren't one of them. I just remember you because we used to talk in the library a lot.
Come on, man! We were rivals back then, weren't we? Always pushing each other, going head-to-head on assignments. You don't remember that?
If I'm misremembering, I apologize, but I honestly don't recall ever competing with you over anything.
That's... no way! You're making that up! What? Are you saying I didn't even register on your radar? That I was just invisible to you?
No, not at all. I thought of you as a friend, actually. I mean, I still remember your name, don't I?
Well, even if you did look down on me back then, it doesn't matter now, because guess what? I re-enrolled at Yale, I worked my ass off, and I graduated top of my class. You hear me? I was number 1! So I beat you, Avery. I beat you, and there's nothing you can do or say that will change that.
I'm not really concerned with beating you, honestly. If you did well in university, then hey, that's fantastic for you. But you didn't. I've been working at Yale ever since I graduated. If you had actually re-enrolled like you claim, I would have known about it.
No, that's not.
So just stop lying. You do realize there's no point in making up this stuff, right? It's not gonna work on me.
You're mocking me right now. You think this is funny? I did re-enroll. I did graduate. I worked harder than anyone and I finished top of the class.
Again, if you were really valedictorian, then I should definitely remember your name, but I don't. I can call the office and have someone look it up if you want. Should I do that? You've been carrying a chip on your shoulder about your grades since we were students, haven't you? But that doesn't give you the right to take it out on others, especially not my daughter. What you said to her, that was just mean, man. That's not something I can just let go.
But everything I said is true. She never went to college. She's nothing.
Are you all that different, though? You dropped out of Yale, so all you've got is a high school diploma, too.
Maybe, but I did get into Yale, didn't I? Meanwhile, your daughter said she got burnt out just finishing high school.
Yeah, you don't need to remind me how bad Alexa's grades were. I remember seeing her report card once and nearly throwing up, no joke.
They were that bad?
Yep, it was nasty. But even so, Alexa always had this massive dream. She wanted to become the best baker in the world. So she kept pushing. She studied foreign languages just so she could travel around the world and train in other countries.
Wait, she speaks multiple languages?
No, that girl can't study to save her life, remember? She just dove right in and did her best. People like Alexa. They don't need words to connect with people. So with nothing but dedication and spirit, she came back equipped with world-class baking skills and knowledge. Right now, Alexa's running a well-known bakery. And she's not just a baker, she's the face of the place. Sure, I manage the business side, but she's the star.
So what? You're just bragging about your daughter now? Is that your idea of a good time?
Actually, yeah, I love talking about how much that girl has accomplished. I've got a few other stories I haven't told you yet. Want to hear more?
Haven't you already wasted enough of my time?
So nothing I've said has made you think, huh?
Not in the slightest.
That's a shame. I was trying to show you that people are more than their academic records. You act like anyone without a prestigious diploma isn't even human. But if Alexa had gone to high school and then college, she probably wouldn't be living the life she is now.
Exactly. She'd have a much better life.
I don't know. I'd say she's living her best life now. So tell me, how can you sit there and judge her life choices when you don't know anything about her?
I've had enough of this self-righteous lecture. Shut up already! Take your daughter, back up and get out of here! My stance has not changed in the slightest. This marriage is not happening, and that's final!
I see. Well then, I'll be heading home and taking Troy with me.
What the hell are you talking about? This is Troy's home! He's not going with you! I'll unlock the damn shed for you, so get back in the car and leave! I have a lot to talk about with that boy!
Yeah, no need for that. We're not in the shed anymore. We're sitting in the car with Troy.
That's impossible! I locked the door from the outside!
Well, it's a pretty old shed, so we broke the lock and got out ourselves. I mean, come on, you locked us in. What did you expect us to do? Just sit there and rot?
You broke my shed? You're gonna pay for that! Now send Troy inside and get off my property before I call the police!
Sorry, but Troy says he wants to go with us. Oh, and that he never wants to speak to you again.
What?
He saw all the texts you sent me and Alexa, and he is not happy.
You bastard! You showed him our conversation! How dare you!
Now I can see why you wanted him to wait in the car. You just didn't want him to see what kind of person you become when you think no one's watching. Well, too bad for you. The cat's out of the bag. He knows what you are now.
Shut up! I don't need your moralizing. Now give me back my son!
I can't give him back. He's an adult. And right now, he's chosen to leave with us. Now I'm driving the car, so I won't be able to text you anymore. It's too bad our friendship had to end like this, Mitch.
This is not over, Avery! Give me back my son! Listen up, Alexa! Return my son to me immediately! I will not allow you to marry him!
Sorry, Mr. C, but Troy's not a child anymore, which means, yeah, we actually don't need your permission to get married.
I'm his father! If I say no, then it's no! End of story! Now bring him back, you stupid little girl! That is an order, not a request!
You know, every time you call me stupid, Troy loses a little more respect for you. Not that he had any left. Actually, you've gone into the negatives now. I'd say you're sitting comfortably at -100.
You think this is funny? You think I'm some kind of joke?
No, not really. I actually think you're just sad and kind of lonely.
What the hell would you know about that? You didn't even go to college! Don't act like you understand anything!
I don't need a degree to recognize that someone is lashing out because they're hurting. The way you're talking, the way you keep calling people names, spitting venom at everyone around you, that's not strength. That's fear and loneliness.
Oh, shut up! I don't need some uneducated reject psychoanalyzing me!
You lash out at me for no reason. You get weirdly competitive about my dad, who was never competitive with you. And why? Because you've locked yourself into this idea that anyone without a degree from some fancy school is garbage. You're trapped inside your own superiority complex. You lied to your family about graduating from Yale just so they'd think more of you. And you forced your own son to go there too, just to protect your own ego.
You arrogant little brat! Who do you think you are, talking down to me like this?
I really don't care what you call me. But every time you try to hurt someone else, I think deep down, a part of you gets hurt too. That's what happens when your whole life is built on a false ego. You lose sight of what actually matters.
And what is that? What does actually matter? Enlighten me!
I don't know. I mean, I wish I had some profound answer, but I'm still figuring it out too. But I do know this much. Right now, I'm happy, and you're not. So whatever that most important thing is, I have it and you don't. So maybe you should try being a little more like me.
What the hell is wrong with you? Why would I want to be more like you? You should want to be more like me!
Nah, I think I'll pass. I don't want to be like a person who locks people in his shed randomly. So yeah, anyway, me and Troy are getting married and Troy's never going to speak to you again.
Wait! Just hold on, please! You have to listen. Please don't go! If Troy leaves me, then I don't know what I'll do!
Okay, wow, you're really going off the rails now. Honestly, you've been talking way too much. Didn't you say earlier that wise people know when to keep their mouths shut? Maybe try taking your own advice. Troy's dad tried to get in his car and follow us after that, but we were already too far away. Troy ended up speaking with his mother instead, and after a long conversation, he officially cut ties with his family. It turns out that graduating from Yale wasn't the only thing his father had been lying about. Once people started digging, they found out he had also been dishonest about his job, his income, basically his entire professional background. Eventually, the truth came out. He was deep in debt. After several heated arguments, his wife filed for divorce, and now he's living completely alone. It's sad, sure, but that guy called me stupid and ugly. What a jerk! As for us, the bakery we now run together is thriving. Sales keep rising every day, and it's just plain fun, too. We're pouring our hearts into one goal, making the most delicious bread in the world, and I have to say, I think I'm pretty close. And that's enough. For now, that's everything I need.